Welcome to another launch. You're looking at AgriX as it attempts to launch ESF-Orbiter for into low Earth orbit. ESF-Orbiter is a moon flyby spacecraft, an attempt to return a data capsule. Manufactured by Ender Space Force, or ESF for short, have a weight over 50 tons. If you can see the bottom screen, we're about 9 minutes and 40 seconds away before the launch. We're not hearing any issue with the vehicle as the team's still waiting for propellant load complete in 6 minutes from now. Today mission, we attempting another landing attempt for the first stage. Today we're not reusing the first stage from mission before. This was brand new build of AgriX. If you missed our last launch, the last mission we launching ESF to orbit, the mission was almost an ultimate success. The booster landed 200 meters away down to the expected landing area. However, we take the data we get and now we're trying landing the booster once again. The improvement software that already tested, reusability while making AgriX reliable, advanced and cheap vehicle than before, a modern rocket that can take almost any payload to any orbit without currency problem. Our three main point of a modern rocket requirement, a fully reusability, a cheap launch vehicle, and reliable, that's 3 point must be added on our future launch vehicles. If today's landing attempt was completely success, the booster will be reused for the first time on our future launches. However, we'll see about that if we can go that far. We're 8 minutes away from the launch of AgriX carrying ESF-Orbiter to orbit. About more information of the launch will be switched to Augustine Williams.
We're T-8 minutes away from the launch. No issue are running as the teams continue checking the vehicle to make sure. Seems no hold are needed. If we'll have a hold at T-1 minute and 30 seconds, teams can working with some issue. If the issue are completed, the countdown hold can be continue. At T-0 second, the vehicle lifted off. If all goes well at around 3 minutes into the flight, the first stage will begin separated from the second stage. Second stage light up the engine to its destination orbit while the first stage making its way to landing zone. If the teams cannot fix the issue, the launch will scrub. Teams will started to detanking the liquid propellant and safing the vehicle. After that, a backup launch window opportunity will be announced in a day after. From now, we'll hearing a call out from mission control to hear if we'll have a hold or not. With that, we'll switch back to Aubrey Fitzgerald in Wilmington.
Yeah, copy. Maritime zone is clear at this time.
Thanks Augustine for the launch information. We're now about 7 minute countdown to launch with everything looks normal. Now the teams are preparing for the launch, making sure every system is go. After that, the vehicle computer will take out the entire launch sequence. 7 minutes into the launch, we'll see about the launch control giving the update about the vehicle. We'll back in space if all goes well.
This is LD briefing the abort instruction. For non-urgent no-go conditions, brief the CU or LD and they will approve aborting the count. For urgent issues affecting the safety of the operation, operator shall call hold on the countdown net. Launch control will abort the auto sequence and proceed into launch abort. At T-10 seconds, launch control will be hands-off, relying on automated abort criteria for the remainder of the count.
Launch auto sequence is started. T-minus 5 minutes.
Start of engine chill. Stage 1, fuel load complete. Stage 1, LOX load complete. Tanks are pressing for strong back retract.
T-minus 2 minutes.
Stage 2, LOX load complete. Strong back retract has started. Ground gas closeouts.
T-minus 1 minute. Flight directors, go for flight. T-minus 30.
Stage Bravo's go for flight.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. We have liftoff. All teams triage alarms. Booster rapid, chamber pressure is nominal.
T for 0 second if you can hear me over. The vehicle successfully lifted off from Launch Complex 19. The next major milestone is gonna be max Q or maximum aerodynamic pressure around 80 seconds. We heard chamber pressure inside the first stage is nominal. The vehicle continue ascent with all 21 engine on the first stage light up. If you can hear over the 21 engine roaring, we just passed trough max Q or the highest amount of stress on the vehicle.
Acquisition signal Houston.
Just a minute more from now, we'll see 3 event going on. Main engine cutoff,
And back
shut
to
down all the engine on the first stage, stage separation, and second engine start 1. Those event will be coming on including boost back burn for the first stage, which occur a few seconds after. Passing 50 km above sea level, those event will be coming on a few seconds from now.
Stage separation confirmed. Booster engine cut off.
No call out, but we have a view of the second stage view here. The 3 event was success, and now first stage is making its way to landing zone 7.
Bearing separation confirmed.
The view of the AgriX first stage booster as it making its way to landing pad, and here's the stage 1 trajectory map. Boost back burn shutdown was commanded. Now the first stage is making its coasting towards to landing. Reaction control system was controlling the first stage. The grid fins was deployed. Those for hypersonic grid fins was to help the vehicle to controllable for landing as it entered the thick atmosphere.
Acquisition of signal Bermuda.
We'll break for a couple moments. Stand by for any information about the first and second stage from Launch Control Center.
We're back again. The first stage was enter the ticked atmosphere with high speed. The grid fins controlling the first stage. Second stage currently still making its way to orbit. The engine will shut down once the first stage has landed.
And the plasma was created on the first
Stage
stage
one.
as it entered thicker atmosphere. We should see the landing burn in just a few seconds from now.
Stage
Stage
1,
2
landing burn.
internal guidance.
And here we go. Stage 1 has
Stage
landed
1
successfully. If you can hear me here, the AgriX was landed on landing zone 7.
Congratulations to the entire Diamond Aerospace for the successfully launch and landing.
The second stage engine shutdown will command it in just a few seconds from now. Let's watch and listen.
And vac shutdown.
And here we are, the final phase of our launch webcast. The deployment should be in about an hour from now. With that, our launch coverage will end it here. We'd like to thank the Federal Aviation Administration, Range, and of course Ender Space Force for entrusting us with this launch. Congratulations for the entire Diamond Aerospace teams for the successful launch and landing. With that, we'll end our webcast here. Thank you for tuning in, and see you again soon.